FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching, episode 380. 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 25 plus 20 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 380.
And have you been?
Cuz math.
Have you been here for all of them?
Have you been here?
Question. No prize for that.
Nope,
but, you know.
none at all. None at all.
Yeah. So thanks for stopping by. If you celebrate, hope you are having a wonderful Palm Sunday.
Oh, I was like, it's not Easter yet, Pam.
Yeah, but the Sunday before.
It is Palm Sunday, isn't it?
It is Palm Sunday. You know, maybe your kids are running around the house with palm leaves. We used to do that when we were kids.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
80,000 years ago.
Yeah, 80,000.
Yep.
Yeah. We've had a good week.
Yep.
Ended on a super fun note.
Yeah. Very fun.
A gal in our crockpot crew, Crystal.
Yep.
Her husband is a saxophone player in a band.
Yep.
Locally here in Cincinnati. And
Positive Vibes Band, I think.
yeah, Positive Vibes Band. And
let me just say this, okay? when Crystal told us,
yeah.
oh, Jarvis plays the saxophone.
Uh-huh.
I did not realize that when she said that he plays the saxophone, that the level of talent was like, should be a professional saxophone player talent.
Well, he is. I mean, you know.
Well, he's not playing at Carnegie Hall.
No, but he's in a blues jazz band.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway, we had a lot
it's
of
not
fun.
his career, to be fair.
No, that's true. He's a pastor.
Thank
but
you so
anyway.
Anyway, he's incredible.
Yeah, so
he had three
we
different
had so
saxophones.
much fun.
It was
Friday
amazing.
night. It was at a local brewery, pub kind of place, right close to us. And most everybody was able to make it, which was great. And we were right up close.
Yeah, Crystal got us a great table.
Gosh, the music was great. The apps and the beer were great. We
was a fun time.
We got to, a lot of us had not met Jarvis. And so we got to meet him. He is a doll. And so anyway, super fun
and it's
time.
always fun when the other husbands, like Andy came, Katie and Andy came, and Mark and Lisa came. And so
super fun.
it was really, really a great time.
I always forget how tall these husbands are.
They are.
You know, you gotta give them a hug, and you're like way up here.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we're not hugging a lot of men around here. You know what I'm saying?
It was super fun. There was actually a couple. Well, at the tail end of the second set, there were a lot of
dancing.
There was a lot of dancing, none of which we participated in.
No, ma'am.
But there was we hear tell, a professional pair of dancers, and they were fantastic.
It was so exciting.
Second only to the music was watching these dancers.
Yeah, it was very cool.
So I think at the end of the night, and it was like a 7 to 10 night, it really wasn't super late, but I think at the end of the night, we all said we need to do more of that kind of thing. It was just super fun. Super, super fun. They actually, you're looking for a picture that maybe you can post?
No, I'm going to show.
Okay.
Look at him. That's Jarvis right there.
Yeah.
He had a soprano sax, an alto sax, and a tenor sax.
Yeah.
And he played all of them. And so I asked him, so they did 2 sets. And then they had like a 10-15 minute break in between. And so that's when Jarvis came over and like we got to meet him and do all the things, whatever. And I was like, when you are up there playing your saxophone, are you just like freestyling or is this like totally rehearsed? Like they know what you're going to do. And he was like, it's just all freestyle.
Yes. So as it turns out, 3 of us, Katie, Lisa, and I, all played saxophone in high school. Some of us marched with saxophones, which is not recommended. I mean, it happens, but it's hard because these are heavy instruments.
Well, yeah.
I knew about Katie. Katie and I have been, we've
saxophone buddies.
Well, we've talked about being in marching band, and Chris Stephanie was in marching band.
Obviously.
I did not know about Lisa until Friday
No, I
night.
didn't either. That's so funny.
That was super fun.
8 years in, and we're still learning new things about each other.
Anyway, had a great time. A great way to
really fun.
Great way to end the week. What else? Anything? We went back to Costco one afternoon, picked up a few things.
I went grocery shopping on Friday night. Saturday.
You had to go for
Saturday. That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, hope you had a good week as well.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about what our stitching week has been.
We're going to talk about stuff.
Cross
stitch stuff. All right.
You want to start off with that?
Yep.
All right. We're keeping an eye. Did you hear the sneezing when I was talking? That was Millie.
Last night she had a big wad of snot over here. She's like a kid I didn't sign up for.
She's our sneezer. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nope. She's got a little snot gone. She's good. She's used to it by now.
That means it's time for Pam's pinned comment. That is the comment that I put at the top of all the comments after last week's video. And if you were here last week, and if you weren't, you might want to go back and check us out. I had been trying to help a gal in a Facebook group identify a pattern.
Yeah.
And as I looked at it, I had a sneaking suspicion that what the gal was searching for, and she had a picture, was actually a modification of a chart that I was pretty familiar with. And so we posted it on the video and asked for some detective work on your part.
Yeah.
And boy, did you guys
deliver.
Go to town on it. And I want to thank everybody who looked and guessed, and the few who actually pinpointed the name of the chart and the designer, because that was what I was missing, and helped me go right to my Xstitch app and find it in my inventory, and hence in my stash.
There you go.
And one of those folks who identified it by name and designer was someone on FlossTube who goes by Pins Paper Pottery. So
cute.
PPP, yeah.
PPP.
So this is the one that I chose to put at the top of the comments from last week's video, because maybe that's a place someone would be able to get the answer.
There you go.
I'll tell you the special thing too is that she wrote, "Oh my goodness, y'all were not kidding about having trouble finding that pattern. I'm graduating with my master's in library and information science in May." And of course, that's my master's as well. And decided that this would be a good test.
I didn't know that it was called library and information science.
It varies.
Oh, pardon me. Okay.
I mean, it was a long time ago when I got my master's, and it was just the
Library
information part was not part of the acronym.
Oh, interesting.
But I do believe even at my library school, University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, I think it's been changed to MSLS.
Got it. MSIS.
MLIS.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, what I just said is also used because it's a master of... What I have is a master...
What do you have, Pam? Talk to us about what you have.
Master of Science in Library Science.
So, MSLS.
I'll have to go back in the other room and look at my actual
degree. Figure out what you got.
Well, anyway, it varies. But
Either way.
the information part obviously came with the technology
Got
has evolved since I
Sure.
got my degree back in... Anyway, so... she said this would be a good test for my sleuthing skills.
Yes.
After way too much time avoiding my term paper and instead scouring the web, by golly, I think I found it.
Heck yeah, man.
Colonial Gent Cupboard Hanger by Primitive Needleworks, released in 2009. Thanks for the challenge, and as always, an enjoyable floss tube. And
by golly, she was right.
And by golly, she was right. And this is it. This is the actual design.
Yep.
The gal on the Facebook page.
In the flesh.
Yeah.
Or in the paper.
The gal.
Is this the bag it came in?
I don't know.
Because it doesn't even fit the pattern.
Well, then probably it's not. the bag it came in.
You know, you're really working on those sleuthing skills there, Pam. It's probably not the right bag.
No, because it's
Probably
not
not.
sized. But
anyway.
But I probably found a bag that...
Yeah, because it's a loose paper.
Yeah. So it's a patriotic design.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's
Cute.
Very cute. I mean, I had tried all the search terms in the
All
book.
of them.
I had even thought, because he's playing the piccolo, like the, the three men that are depicted in the famous painting of the, I think they're colonial men who were, one had a flag and another had a piccolo, and I can't think of the name of the painting. There's another one for you to solve for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, the person who had posted the picture had taken the word America off and moved the flag around and I don't even think the 1776 was on there. Well, anyway, so mystery solved, and that is our Pam's.
And what'd you do with the comment?
I already said it was pinned to the top. Are you listening?
It's questionable.
That was pinned to the top of all the comments from last week, and we appreciate, again, like I said, all the efforts on the sleuthing. As I said to this gal, we librarians, we love the hunt.
Got to stick together, you know what I'm saying?
Love the hunt. Okay.
All your library sciences.
All right.
Scientists. So, ready?
Thanks for all the comments, guys.
Yeah, it's very lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. That means it's time for Silver and Gold.
That sure does.
Silver and Gold is our FlossTube shout-out segment of our FlossTube.
Yep.
And boy, have we got a couple of wonderful folks. Wonderful, wonderful folks.
Yep.
I would say the common denominator between these two is fun. They enjoy their stitching and have fun with it.
Yep.
And keep it at that level. You know, I mean, I think there's a lot of folks out there, stitchers, who are a little more sober, let's say, in temperament.
Okay.
These two are not. Nope. They are super fun. And so...
lively and fun and
funny.
The
other common denominator is they have both been to StitchCon and are both coming back.
Great.
So... that may be sort of a trend between now and StitchCon, that our silver and golds are going to be FlossTubers that are either StitchCon vets or
new attendees.
New attendees coming maybe for the first time. Our silver FlossTuber is someone that is quite new to FlossTube, but we know him from StitchCon, and he is absolutely hysterically funny.
Yes.
His name is Levi, and his channel is Stitch Happens, and that's pretty much his outlook. He's from Central Ohio, and he started making videos. I'm wondering who pushed him toward it, but he's been making videos since January of this year, and he's made 6.
We love that.
And he's a beautiful, beautiful stitcher.
He is.
And he is all about setting goals for himself, and sometimes meeting them, sometimes not.
Yep.
And he has a variety of projects. You want to go check him out. He is bound to make you laugh.
Yes. And so we actually had somebody that reached out to me personally, and they were like, I don't know if you've mentioned him or not, but I honestly have not stopped laughing since I turned on this video. Yeah. And I was like, that is a great sign. Yeah. So go check out Levi. He is wonderful.
Just wonderful. Just wonderful. Our Gold FlossTuber has been doing FlossTube since 2022, about in the summer. And her name is Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Hello, Nancy.
And her channel is The Disorderly Stitcher.
Yes.
Don't let that dissuade you. In her first FlossTube, she talks about just not caring about having a plan. I think she's a little more structured now. She's picked up on a few motivational challenges and that kind of thing that might have been since she started. She's made 62 videos. She's in Pennsylvania, and she too makes a variety of projects on the go. She has also been to StitchCon. She did a very lovely video montage of her first trip to StitchCon.
Yeah.
Talked about how wonderful an experience it was. And she has a lot of whips and she doesn't care.
Nope.
So, of course, we love that. So go check out Levi and Nancy.
Yes.
You will have fun with both.
Yes. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed have fun with both.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about stitching, shall we?
Don't you want to save that paper?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
So it's not folded in half.
Let's not fold it in half. Let's
then
keep it.
Then that's what leads to us doing duplicate shout outs.
This is true.
When you throw away the paper.
Right. You get one shout out, usually.
Unless we make a mistake.
Unless we make a mistake.
Which is not surprising.
There is a spreadsheet, by the way. Of course.
But Pam's running the spreadsheet, so.
Yeah. What have you been stitching this week, Steph? Wow, I haven't been able to say that in a long time.
Well, I mean, I stitched last week.
Yeah.
But I did not. I thought maybe I would finish this week, but.
Oh, look, she's finishing a X as
well. I didn't want the thread on the front.
Right.
So, let's see.
Thing she's got. She don't like thread on the front.
What? You can't see the cross. It's just distracting.
Those binder clip ears. She doesn't like those
what,
being
Pam?
up.
Get over yourself. Okay. All right. So
we all have our quirks.
Thank you so much. Okay. This is Forget Me Nots from Ink Circles, part of the Night Garden collection. That came out at Nashville Needlework Market. I started this for the Nash Stash thing that Stephanie Webb did, a couple weeks ago now at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm almost done. I thought maybe I'd have it done for the video, but I don't. So that's cool. But I'm stitching mine with the called for.
Got it.
Thank you. Okay. With the called for Threadworks Night Garden palette, which looks like this. So pretty. And on 32 count something from Swan Bay Fabrics. So this is what I have. I got the moon in, everybody. Oh, it's so cute. I love it so much. So, yeah, so I have, there's a blue flower that's going to go over here, and then this flower's done, and then there's what? Where's it? And then there's 2 more flowers over here. So I'm very close to being done. So hopefully next week I can ring the bell.
Sure.
But, look at that elephant. Isn't he so cute? And the moon turned out really pretty, so I love it so much. So, yay. And
great theme.
Yeah, really great theme. So I'm hoping that I can have it made into like a little flat fold or something. That would be cute. So, but that's all I've been doing with my life this week.
Okay.
All right, Pam, what have you been doing with your life? Buckle up, everybody. Buckle it up.
Okay, well, let's start with WIPGO. I have 3 big whips that I have on my WIPGO board multiple times. And one of them is Rural Post Office at Christmas.
Yes.
It's a Bucilla kit. I think we mentioned last week, you said, when I get that back tire done, I'm going to take it out of the Q-snap and show where I am totally.
In its entirety.
Didn't quite make it this week, but we're close.
Yes.
So.
Next week will be the full reveal, I believe.
Oh, yeah. This is the kind of stitching, it's basically full coverage, that you have to be in a certain mindset.
Do you?
And you have to be maybe more alert. Whatever time of the day you're more alert.
Don't cross-stitch this tired.
If we've gotten done with a ball game and we're watching some episode on television and it's the end of my day, it's not the end of her day, it's the end of my day, I'm not so apt to pick this up.
Oh, no.
But this morning, after a couple cups of coffee,
she's ready to go.
Ready to go, baby. So this is where I am. And this down here is really the bottom corner. So there's the famous tire, and I worked on it most of the day today.
Yep.
Most of the day. So,
It's really cool.
yeah.
So many colors. Holy shiz.
Yeah. It's really,
Wild.
it's really
But it's
coming
so
along.
gorgeous.
So the back of the truck, the
then
bed of the truck is all done.
What's happening here?
It's kind of like I don't have a picture, sorry. It's kind of just
Background.
Oh. There's a big patch of black right in here. And yeah.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
it's not there's more blocks of color as opposed to the individual little,
Oh, it's so pretty, Pam.
Detailed.
Love it.
I'm not by any stretch close to the finish on this project.
No.
It's only April, people.
Yep.
But
wow, holy mother.
But the bed of the truck is done. Of course, my cow is done.
Obviously,
and
the cow is done. I can't wait for the back stitch.
We're working on that back tire.
That's
there
awesome.
She goes. She's blowing again, folks.
The geyser's blowing.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Okay, so
Did this rope go too?
No, this is the barely started.
Oh, the BS wheel.
So yeah, the BS wheel spin, which is a once a month spin.
Yep.
And when I started it, this is it from Vermilion Stitchery. Donna
Vermilion.
And when I started, I was way up at the top on the pear tree.
Up here.
Yeah. So.
And then what does it say on it? This needlework of mine can tell I in my youth was learned well, and by my elders also taught not to spend my time for naught.
There you go.
Cute.
So I
Wisdom
got a cute note from Ellen at With My Needle, and she said she stitched this in 1999.
Cool, Ellen. Cool.
I mean, several years ago when we first started doing FlossTube, I had a reason to visit her. She's in the next town over.
Yeah.
And her home is a show place.
Oh yeah.
And so
come
I
on.
bet this wisdom sampler was on the wall. I mean, all four sides of her beautiful living room and up the stairwell, and it's just amazing. So anyway, I decided that I would work on the country gentleman that's at the very top. There are two gentlemen in the sampler, one with his wife, I assume, and then the taller one in the middle. So obviously,
I think this is the father of this woman, and this is the couple.
Oh, you do?
That's my best guess.
Yeah, that's how rumors get started.
I know.
Anyway, so here I am, and
Cute.
he's quite dapper.
Is he?
In his knickers and his red coat. And
so cute.
His lady next to him has quite a beautiful skirt. So
quite a beautiful skirt, everybody.
Yeah.
Quite a beautiful skirt.
I don't know if you can see the stripes in her dress.
Oh yeah, they can see them.
So
if they're looking,
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And I'm back stitching as I go because God knows I'll never remember where to go back and back stitch. There's not a whole lot of back stitching.
Nope.
But
so pretty.
But the colors are just lovely. The colors are just lovely. I'm pretty sure I was enabled by Brenda Handwork Media on this one.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Yeah, I actually have the project bag.
Look at that. Miracles still happen, everyone.
Oh my God. What did I just
She's got
say?
a project bag, everybody.
Yeah. I also wanted to just show you, I know I've talked about this before, but my friend Tony and I, of course, did the Anne of Green Gables from Stitching Book Club together, and both finished and waiting for our frames from, I believe Lisa is going to find us the green frame that was shown at Stitchaway on the brag table.
Yeah.
So we've started this one from Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts, which is the Stitching Book Club, Kristen, and it's called Read the Book, Stitch the Things. And
so cute.
Sorry for the glare, but last week I think I should have realized this before, but I wanted to change it since I listened to so much on audiobooks that I wanted to change it to hear the books instead of read the books. And I had all the letters right in the phrase. So
It looks great, Pam.
This week I put this piece of fabric is way bigger than I need. So
here, Pam. Here, Pam.
Yeah. Yeah. So those words went in super fast.
Yep. Very
There aren't
pretty.
that many colors in it. And then the other idea we're going to play with is maybe for me to put earphones on the owl.
That's cute.
In the middle.
Yeah.
I haven't really gotten that. That's for future Pam to figure out. But,
Well, the top of his head is already a book.
Right. Right. So I might have to play around with that. Catherine, of course, Absent-Minded Stitcher on YouTube, was going to chime in on that. Maybe she'll come up with a design.
An idea. Cute.
But haven't checked with
Do you know what
Catherine.
this fabric is? Color and cotton, I'm assuming.
Yes, it is. And since I have another project bag
miracles.
available
Christmas
to look that up for you,
thank you, Pam.
it is coloring cotton, and it's 32 count Lugana in the color oatmeal.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
So it's just about perfect.
Very lovely, Pamela.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yep.
Okay, next.
And the big dill.
The big deal.
I'm not going to take this out either.
Is it
Should I?
WIPGO?
Should I?
Are you going to show it next week?
No. Should I take it out then?
Oh,
This was my salve for the week.
Oh.
So, I think just about everybody has seen Live on Little.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so originally, way back in the dark ages when I was 12,
Right.
this was a salve.
Right.
And a bunch of us started it at the farm, stitching at the farm.
Yep.
Don't ask me what year that was. Anyway, this is on hog bristle from Fox and Rabbit.
Yep.
And you have heard people talk about this house. And this is just one side of the house, okay?
Right.
There it goes.
It's a Paulette mansion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we joked about it at the farm about, this is like
pretty.
live on,
Giant.
live on large. is
Live
what
on
it
large,
is,
yeah.
not live on little. So
Gosh, it's beautiful.
but it was so fun. Actually, I got to the mortar. Is that the word I want? Between
The bricks and the mortar.
Yeah. So I put the mortar in first, and then I just color completed. It was really I could have stayed with it, but then I decided
That's how
if I
felt
don't do that,
like with the house that's on her winter moon,
right,
the pink house,
right.
as if did the mortar first
Right.
and then fill it in. Yeah.
So
Works very similarly.
since I got both sides and the door in the middle, I thought let's just work on the water.
Yeah.
It's 1/2 on 36 hog bristle, I believe.
Yep, that's what you just said.
And so I thought
So pretty.
I'll just fill in that water
Yep.
for
It's
now.
awesome.
So that was the sale for the week just prior.
So the Live on Little Sal.
Live on Little Sal.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's, most people have completed it. Me, I just joined the sale. I have no completion
Goal.
goal at all.
Other than just to finish
Just to
it.
work on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Beautiful.
So those.
Oh boy, hold
Uh-oh.
on. Oh, I was not ready. I was not ready at all. Okay, now I'm ready.
Okay.
Those
Are
our
whips
of
the
week. Very exciting.
very exciting.
Alrighty. So, then that means
Yeah.
that it is time for. In my recent YouTube history, it's all about the inner workings of a toilet because I tried to figure out what was wrong with our toilet. Don't worry, we figured it out. Plumber's coming tomorrow. It's all fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I got to search now. Okay, there it is. All right.
Yeah.
Ready?
Is that what we want? We jump into promotions? Oh, yeah. That's next. It's my first day.
Did everybody know that or?
Yeah. So, promotions. Well, it's
Promotion!
Well, it's a biggie.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to just yell at you. I'm sorry.
No, I know. The poor people with headphones.
It's fine. They should have volume balancing, okay? So when I get loud, it should be equal.
I think she's trying to tell you get volume balancing.
Well, you can, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay.
All right. You want to talk about
Promotions.
The
Yeah, sure.
It's something big and special.
It's very exciting, okay?
Yes.
So, this week...
It's already started, actually.
Okay, great.
A few hours ago.
Okay, awesome.
According to Instagram and their website.
Awesome.
And Etsy.
Okay, so we're talking about Twin Peak primitives. And if you are... If you've been here before, then you know that this is typically where we talk to you about the Twin Peak Primitives pattern of the week.
Right.
So, how about the Twin Peak Primitives patterns of the week? And when I say patterns, I mean every pattern.
Everything they got.
Every pattern. Okay?
Yep.
So, they are calling this the Mania Promo. And in my brain, the reason why they're calling it Mania Promo is to promote preparations for potential Stitch Mania. Okay?
Correct.
Which is exciting, coming up in May.
Yeah. Good old Stitch Mania.
Yes, ma'am. So, all right. So, how this is going to work, basically, is, well, this paper is about what we're doing after. So, anyway, I mean, it's fine.
we know.
Yeah. Basically, everything is 50% off.
Don't throw that away. We're going to need
Obviously, I'm not going to throw this away, Pam. Okay? So, everything on their website,
right,
and their
Etsy
is 50% off.
50.
50. Okay.
% off.
And let me
on now. If you want to rush over, come back to us. We're cool with that.
Okay. Let me just
on Etsy. The discount, I believe, is already factored in.
Okay, so...
there's the post on Instagram.
All right, so it runs from April 20th for the next week. There is, typically there is not a promo code that you have to put in. However, this is different. Okay, so the code that you have to use is Mania, MAYNIA. That was weird. MAYNIA 50. Okay?
Yeah.
And so, that is necessary on website purchases, like when you go to twinpeakprimitives.com. Okay?
Right.
So, then also check out TPP Limited Editions also on Etsy. And Diane, who runs that Etsy shop, has some pretty amazing 50% off discounts as well.
Correct.
So, check out all of the things and get your discounts. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, that will run from today until next week when we make a new FlossTube.
There you go.
So, obviously, we're not going to be inserting any photos for that because we don't have time to insert every single thing they've ever designed. Because we'd be here for a week and a half.
They've been at this a minute.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. Yeah. So, yay for that. So, if there's something from the twins that you've been dying to get, then this is the time to do it. Yes, ma'am.
Now's the time.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. We do not, after the wild mail call weeks we've had in the last couple weeks.
The mailman quit.
Yep.
He just said, I'm not bringing you
no
girls
more mail for Pam and Steph.
anything else.
Nope.
I don't care how big your channel is.
Nope.
You're not special.
Nope. So we don't have any mail call this week.
No.
So, all right, then that means we're doing haul next, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I just have one little piece of haul here that is...
Well, it's not a little piece.
Well, no, it's not really. But I got my monthly bag from Jess at Como Stitches. And, oh, it's just a beaut. Are those blueberries? No, I thought they were blueberries. I got excited. Okay. All right, so every month I get a little invoice from Jess. And then I get this magical mystery Patrick bag. And it's so exciting, and I love it so much. And... I mean, I love a coral navy blue moment. Okay, I do. Look at how pretty it is. Oh, I love it so much. I love, like, the scallops on...
Those are blueberries.
Are they? Because I think they're just blue tulips.
No, they're definitely not tulips. Those are blueberries.
Okay, well, whatever.
And I think carnations. That's what I'm going with.
Flower identification, Pam and stuff. But I love these tulips over here. I love this little block here. I mean, there's just like so many cute details everywhere. I love it so much. And then I love this fabric that's up on the top. It's also the fabric on the back, which is gorgeous. So you tell us, are those blueberries? I don't know. But either way, they're gorgeous.
Right.
And then the coordinating zipper is always a vibe. And then little tiny coral X's in the inside. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it so much. So, thank you, Jess. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Work.
If you have never purchased a bag from Jess at Como Stitches, what are you doing with your life? I will link her shop below. She does sales just about every week, so go check out her stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Pam, what do you got for us for haul?
Let's see. Well, I picked up a silver needle, secret needle night kit off of
eBay, I think.
We have it's mostly stuff that I'm looking for, but it's the Just Keep Stitchin Unicorns Instagram account.
Right.
I think around the time when we did our New Year's Eve whip parade, a lot of people thought that we have a joint Instagram account. We don't. I'm pgsoap. She's scschaffner.
Yes.
So we don't have a channel Instagram account.
Right.
But once we lost the wonderful Brooke Nolan from Brooks Books earlier this year, it's been since the first of the year, I think.
Yes.
We just thought that we would post in that Instagram group some designs that I think Mac's been at this. Do you suppose?
I don't know.
Anyway, it looks a little, it didn't come like this, Steph.
Okay, Pam.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you about it, but I'm sorry about that, okay?
So,
sorry about my cat.
No, it's plastic, and he's a
plastic-eating cat. No, he just likes to chew on
a few of Brooke's designs that she did for the silver needle, right? And this was one of them. It's called Home Sweet Home. It's the full kit with all the stuff. And got that off
Look at that little mousey. Eating his cheese.
Got that off of
Is he eating cheese or gingerbread? I can't really tell.
I don't know.
But either way, it's cute. Yeah. And you get
all the finishing stuff.
Whoa.
Which we may or may not
Well, you don't get the finishing fabric. You get all the stuff to stitch it. You don't get all the finishing stuff.
No.
I don't think.
And, I probably wouldn't do a stand-up. I don't know.
Okay, good.
I don't know.
Well, stitch it first, and then we'll figure it out. Okay?
What's in here?
It's the thing with the metal. It's the prairie moon with those little pieces of metal.
And you tied it back up?
Yeah, because I didn't want Dingus to get to it.
Oh, yeah. Well, Dingus. Okay, so this was... I know. We should go over and take a picture.
Well, I can show them the photo I took earlier.
Oh, that's true.
Look at him. Just sheeping.
Yeah.
Isn't he a good boy?
Yeah.
He's literally...
When we tell you that he's taking a nap, we're not telling you that because we don't want to show him.
Oh, look, he heard us talking about him.
Yeah, he's going to clean up a little bit.
That's on top of clean up a little bit. No, he's just rotating.
Yeah. Now he's back. He's had a busy morning.
Has he?
Yeah.
Doing what? Exactly.
Looking for a party.
He's the captain bird watching cat. I think we should get him little binoculars so he can...
Yeah, we figured out a solution to our...
we didn't tell them about that last week.
Oh. Well, we had a problem with squirrels at our bird feeder.
They were taking the girl at the bird place said that it was raccoon, she thought.
At night.
Yeah.
She said, so you got two options. She said, you can bring your bird feeder in at night. We're not going to do that.
That's a lot of work. No, thank you.
Or you can get this hot pepper suet, which will not harm the birds.
No. Because they don't have the...
But the nocturnal mammals will not like it. I bet they can smell it because...
Probably.
You get halfway up that tree, man. I bet animals can. Anyway, hi. This is a channel about cross-stitch.
Yep, not about birds.
Picked this up off of eBay. This is a prairie moon, and I do, as I mentioned last week, I believe.
Okay.
Collect some prairie moons, not all of them.
Not them all.
Isn't this strange? It came in like a keepsakes bag.
Well.
Keepsakes doesn't own the bags, but they're the same.
Known for them.
This is called gardening. Just like Just Keep Stitching.
Gardening Nope.
And if you saw my yard, you'd know why.
It's not that bad.
But it's this itty bitty girl. But the cool thing was, okay, so see those fences? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's a star. Where's the star?
There's 3 stars.
3 stars up in the sky, and a
watering can as well.
A watering can, and they're all made out of metal.
Metal.
And you got them in the
metal, everybody, metal.
In the eBay listing.
How funny is that?
Of course I'm going to get that.
And you have to stitch it on 30 count.
Okay.
So it will fit.
Okay.
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 They're made out of tin.
Tin.
Is what the package
That's a metal.
says.
Last time I
Pam,
checked.
I'm just making the people aware.
Speaking of metal. You know, we had a fun time yesterday for a few minutes, and we may share this with you.
We just had fun for a few minutes. That's it.
Anyway, there's a bookshelf above us in the loft that has some old cross-stitch books, like half an inch thick books.
And when we say old, we mean like 80s.
We mean like leisure arts, okay?
Yeah.
And some of the pages were tabbed, some weren't.
We want the bookshelf, so we need
to clean the bookshelf. we
need
to empty the bookshelf to bring down the bookshelf.
We have a plan for the bookshelf, and
there's a plan.
The bookshelf to be cleared.
You know, how do you eat an elephant? You know, one little bite at a time. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
So anyway, wouldn't you know, we were going through one of these books.
Wouldn't you know?
And you'll see it, hopefully. Maybe. We'll try.
Okay.
In one of the books was a design from Cecilia Turner.
It was like 200
years ago?
No. The book title was like 200 holiday quickies or something.
Yeah, one of them.
I did not know you had anything in there, Cecilia.
Well, you know.
Wild.
Those books, and I think we've mentioned it before. If you go through those leisure arts books, they did not shout out to you in bold print who the designer was.
Which is annoying.
These were the old leisure arts designers like Polly Carbonari and
Gail
Busey. Was it Busey? Yeah, Busey.
Yep.
And
you know the one that Pam did that says "Winter is for the birds" that everyone loves? It's out of one of them books.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway,
leisure arts did not do a great job of getting credit where credit is due.
Just a little note about Cecilia, but this is an oldie from Cecilia.
Yep.
Cecilia Turner, needle artist. It comes with the fabric and the little metal.
Yep, which I'm sure you can't get that plate anymore.
Plate that goes in the middle. Cecilia, if you're watching, this is Friends Forever. You were probably 12 when you designed this. But it's super sweet. Now, looks like mostly satin stitches.
Or specialty stitches of some variety.
Yes. But wouldn't that make a cute
little gift?
A cute swap item?
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't want to take it. You know, it's got her little
heart and hand sticker.
You know, I haven't broken the seal yet.
Don't do it, Pam.
So anyway, just a few eBay finds.
Yeah, very exciting.
It's it's always fun to see what you find.
Absolutely.
So,
all righty. Add to cart. All right. So speaking of add to cart,
right?
I know that it's like a month and a half later, but you know what? This is a channel about cross stitch, so it is what it is. So I have finally taken the time to go through and compile the list of the top 10 Nashville, New York Market 2025 items that were pre-ordered at Keepsakes.
Right.
So before I go through this list, I just want to be very clear that the numbers are like the things that made the list were pre-ordered only. So I basically went to the spreadsheet that I took to Nashville with me. Right. So I'm not including anything that has been ordered since then.
Right.
So these were the pre-ordered numbers.
Right.
Okay? So, how this is going to work is I'm basically just going to... What?
Nothing.
Oh. How this is going to work is that I am going to list them off. And
then you're going to superimpose the pictures.
Oh,
that's right.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm going to just go through them. And then as I start talking about them, I'll put the picture right here. in between us. And then that way you can see them and you can pause it and take a screenshot if it's something that you want to order. Yeah. So I will say that looking down through this list, everything but one of them is still available on the Keepsakes website to order. So shameless plug about that. And also I want to say that this year was hands down the best market that I have been a part of while working at Keepsakes. I think the fact that we integrated our website this year was a big part of that equation, but also people wouldn't be buying the things if the things weren't great. So the designs this year were incredible, and just kudos to all of the designers, the dyers, the vendors, and the shops out there that are working hard to get all those wonderful things to their customers. So a huge thank you all the way around, because we would not have these kind of numbers if it weren't for all of our amazing customers. So thank you so much. Right. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we're obviously going to work from the bottom to the top because suspense is key. Okay, thank you. So the honorable mention, because it was just like one shy of making it to the top 10, is Joy by Shakespeare's Peddler. This was a Nashville exclusive, so it came out at Nashville, and it was only available to Nashville shops, like shops that came to market for however many weeks or whatever. I don't know if it's up on Hoffman yet or whatever. I don't know if it's available read like to everyone yet. And also, if you buy it now or in the future, Gentle Arts did a thread pack conversion, because the original thread pack that was sold with it had limited edition colors in it, and they have provided a conversion on their website and Instagram that will tell you what to use in place of the limited edition colors. So anyway, beautiful design from Teresa. So all right, then in 10th place is the Threadworks Night Garden palette with over 20, I think it was over, Abby, don't kill me. I think there was over 20 designs for the Night Garden X-Stitched Rainbow, like my elephant. That was our number 10 on the list, was the Night Garden palette. Okay, then the only tie that we had was in 9th place. So I thought I would share them both. So tied for 9th place, the first one is Liberty from With Thy Needle and Thread. That was the only With Thy Needle and Thread that made the top 10, which I thought was interesting. And then it also was tied in 9th place with Sweetbird Sayings by Blackbird Designs. So that Sweetbird Sayings was the one that made the top 10 between the two Blackbirds that were released. So that's exciting. Alrighty, then in 8th place, this none of these should be shocking, but in 8th place is Lily, the animal crackers from Stacey Nash.
The frog.
The frog. Everyone loves the frog, and like the little spool and all the things. It's so freaking cute. Adorable. Adorable, adorable. So, all right. Then the hands-on design contribution to the Keepsakes top 10 is Ladybug Picnic. I think that like this whole round series that she's doing, like between Botanical Bee and this Ladybug Picnic, I mean, people are obsessed. It's so pretty on the pink fabric, all the things, amazing. That is the only one that is not on the Keepsakes website because we've just sold out of it. So there you go, but rightfully so. All right, then, hold on, my numbers are. Okay, all right. Then, in 6th place, by Cecilia Turner from Heart and Hand, Nativity Frill.
The frill.
The frill. The 3 wise guys. Who said that? I don't know. Somebody said that at one point, but I keep saying wise guys. So, the Nativity Frill, the 3 wise men that is a companion to Nativity Tiny Town. All right. Top 5, everybody. So this, I think, is so interesting. So before I get into the top 5, I do want to say that the Gentle Art did not take pre-orders. So we did not know what the new colors for Gentle Arts were going to be ahead of market. So I'm super interested to know where they would fall on this list, because all 3 of the threads, the new released threads from Market that were pre-orderable, made the Keepsakes top 10. So the Threadworks palette, right? Then in 5th place was the Weeks Dye Works colors. And they had 5 new colors: Chantilly, Liquid Gold, Olive Branch, Acai Berry, and Pickled Okra. That Acai Berry is the most gorgeous purple I've ever seen. It's so, so beautiful. So, and then in 4th place was the new Classic Colorworks 3-color pack, which was apple cider, green tea, and sparkling rosé. So a very springy vibe pack. The new Belsois colors did not make the list, but that's okay. It's all good. All right, everybody. The top 3. Okay. In 3rd place is the 2025 Santa from Prairie Schooler. Again, not shocking. It's so freaking cute. And then in 2nd place, when I tell you that the number of cookbooks that we have purchased is wild to me, okay? That made 2nd place, was the cookbook from Market. So I think the cookbooks have sort of become like a collector's item at this point, because they run the printing of them and then they're done. So you can't go back and get them.
That's right.
So from a limited edition standpoint, the cookbook, you need to get it if you think you might want it. Between the recipes and the free patterns inside, y'all, it's worth it, okay? And it's only $12. $12 for all those recipes, and I mean, it's wild. Yeah. So, really good deal. And then, in 1st place is Nativity Tiny Town. Okay? From Heart and Hand. That goes with the frill. Okay? And one thing I think is so, so fun, and I shared this with Cecilia in Nashville. So, I have been going to Market now numerous years. I've participated in many a wholesale show now at this point. But I will say that not until Market 2025 was the very first time I ever had to pre-order triple digits of a chart. And that was Nativity Tiny Town. And so it just feels very serendipitous that that record was broken by Keepsakes, and it was a heart and hand pattern and all the things. And so Nativity Tiny Town deserves its spot at the top. Absolutely. For sure. For sure. Absolutely. So those were all of the Nashville Needlework Market top 10 with an honorable mention. So thank you all so much. I think that pretty much concludes the content on Market 2025. Yeah. So
moving on.
Very
Stitch on,
exciting.
Right,
very
right,
exciting.
right.
There you go.
Okay. Our Just Keep Stitching merchandise is still available.
Yep.
It is going fast.
Well, it's not going fast.
Well,
I mean, it's an unlimited quantity.
Well, that's true.
It's not like
not going to run out.
There you go. Thank you.
But the sales have been brisk. Is that okay to say?
That's great to say. Yeah.
Sales have been brisk.
Well, I don't want people to think that we're going to sell out.
No. We're not going to sell out.
Thank you.
So we're going to put on the screen the 4 different merch items that are available, and of course the link to the sale will be in the description box. And so we're going to have and these are all from Mr. Heart and Hand, the logo, our logo, which we've had from the beginning pretty much. We're going to have t-shirts. We're going to have crew neck sweatshirts. Not hoodies.
I think I'm going to do a slideshow and not overlay these.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll stop the TikToking and that.
Well, then, because they're not going to go fast. They're going to go too fast if I do it that way.
Okay, so you're going to see a slideshow.
A slideshow, yeah.
Tumblers. And
baseball hats.
And ball caps. And each of these items comes in a variety of colors and a wide variety of sizes. So, particularly with the tops, the sweatshirts,
yes,
and the t-shirts, if you are coming to StitchCon, we always have, if that year we did a sale, and we don't do a sale every year.
right.
We usually have a group photo on the stairs of everybody in there. And if you bought a tumbler, you can raise your tumbler.
Or if you have a bag from a previous sale.
If you have your hat, it's all good.
We love it.
It's all good.
Yep.
So anyway, just a reminder that those are available for you. And we do make a little money off of it.
Yes, ma'am.
To be perfectly straightforward.
Transparent.
So, wanted to remind you about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we do have one amazing viewer to thank for her donation to our Buy Me a Coffee. So thank you, Jana. We love you so much.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. And then we have our giveaway winner from last week.
Right.
So we had a springy bundle to give away. And that featured the May Mini Village from Country Cottage Needleworks by way of Crazy Annie Stitchin'. And so what we do is we record, I record myself picking a winner of that giveaway. And so we'll insert the video of me picking a winner here. Hello people, welcome to the giveaway portion of the program. I'm so sorry about the glare up here, but it's 2:09 p.m., so you get what you get, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're here to do the giveaway winner for last week's giveaway bundle, which was features. Oh, wow, what? You think it's my first day. Look at that. The May Mini Village from Country Cottage Needleworks, along with oodles of other springtime charts. So, all right. Let's do the YouTube random comment picker website. So, all right, we're going to use the keyword filter here. And the word we asked you to use was bloom, which is spelled B-L-O-O-M. Bloom. All right, let's see how many comments use the word bloom. $233 comments. Holy moly. All right, let's pick a winner. Sharon Edmondson, 2923. So many plants, trees, and flowers are blooming this time of year. Just gorgeous. Congratulations, Sharon Edmondson. You have won the spring bundle. So there is an email address down here in our description box, or right there. See it right there? All right, and then just send Pam an email with your mailing information, and then we will get it in the mail to you. So, congratulations, everybody. Well, not everybody, I guess, just really Sharon. So, congratulations, Sharon. And thank you all so much for all of your wonderful comments. We love you very much. And I'll send you back to regularly scheduled programming now. Bye. Yay. So, congratulations to Sharon Edmondson.
Great job, Sharon.
So, I will tag Sharon in the box below. So, just reach out with your mailing address and we'll get it in the mail. So,
just mail it right out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, that's pretty much it for what we've been up to.
Yep.
We do have our second StitchCon meeting tomorrow evening, and that's always exciting. Things are coming into focus,
Are they?
And
we'll see.
yeah, it's going to be a great time. So we have that coming up. I don't know if there's anything else in the coming week.
No, I just checked.
So we're going to just work on our projects, and we're going to be, I might post on Instagram another reminder about the Just Keep Stitching merch, and that link will be in whatever I post on Instagram under my account, pgsoap. So,
what's going to be there?
Just a reminder about the sale.
Okay.
That's all.
And then I wanted to also shameless plug.
Right. That's a good idea.
Is that I don't know if you all are aware, but something that we started, Keepsakes started back in January, is a kit of the month. So what we've done is, well, we didn't start it in January. We started it in like September, October of last year. But anyway, so it's the kit of the month. And what I mean by that is we pick a pattern that's old, new, somewhere in between. And we pick fabric, and then our incredibly talented Floss Whisperer Susan, my coworker, she does a floss conversion for that particular pattern. And so I love April's. I think it's absolutely spectacular. Susan spent a ton of time on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it is, the name of the chart is called Painted Flowers by Shakespeare's Peddler. And this is the conversion that Susan did. So if you know the original, let me see if I can find the original. Painted Flowers, Teresa. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. So this is what the original looks like. On the black fabric or charcoal fabric, and then compare that to the Keepsakes version. Yeah. So we are selling the chart.
You might not recognize it on the white.
Yeah, for fabric. Sure, absolutely. Right. So, so here you go again. So it's the fabric is Dirt Road from Needle Fabrics. Come on. There you go. And then you can purchase the chart with and then a piece of paper with the conversion comes with it, or we sell the full kits. And the full kit options are with 36 count linen, 40 count linen, or 16 count Aida. Okay? And that comes with your fabric, your threads, your finishing material. And this is the back fabric that you get with it. Like you get the whole 9 yards. So, that's also available on the Keepsakes website. But we do have limited quantities of them. So, I just love April's. I think it's so great. I know I haven't talked about every single one that we've done, but I love April's so much. And Susan did a great job. So, if you want to pick that up, I recommend doing that as well.
Good idea.
There you go.
Good idea.
That's all I have.
So that's going to do it. Run over and check out Levi and Nancy.
Yep.
You'll enjoy both of them. Check out the Just Keep Stitching merch sale.
Yep.
And what else? I think that's it.
I don't have anything else.
And maybe pick up that kit of the month at Keepsakes.
Yep.
yourkeepsakes.com.
Yep.
So,
yes, ma'am.
That's going to do it. We got some baseball to watch.
We do.
And
hopefully we won't lose again to the friggin' White Sox.
Decide what we're going to have for dinner.
Yep. It's all very exciting.
Anyway, have a great week.
Yes.
Let's hope that every project you pick up, you don't want to put down.
There you go.
Wow. That's a good thought, isn't it?
Wow. You had a good thought there, Pam.
I know. Every once in a while. So,
it's true.
Take it easy, everybody. We'll see you next week. Yes. In the meantime, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching. Bye.